Welcome to the third installment of Anime Swordfight, where anime characters swordfight each other.
A moody anti-heroic swordsman with black hair morphs to sweat back, leaving only a few dangling strands of awesomeness behind.
That would be Hajime Saito, the epic anti-hero of Rurouni Kenshin series. Or Irako Seigen, the twisted samurai from Shigurui Death Frenzy. Today we'll be comparing their respective attributes in order to find out which one would kill which one if they ever were to fight.
Saito Hajime from Rurouni Kenshin was original Shinsengumi member, but later transferred into a standard policeman. On his times on Shinsengumi, he was feared almost everywhere and given multiple different names, such as Mibu's Wolf. He comes to the fight with a standard katana sword, his katotsu technique, and of course, his training of the Shinsengumi service.
Irako Seigen from Shigurui Death Frenzy was born to a mentally handicapped whore and never had a full, normal childhood. When he grew up, he became samurai for a while, but then started wandering off and became a ronin, basically. That's when he came across the Kogan school of sword fighting.
Because that was the only school so far to challenge him truly, he joined in. There, he learned multiple skills. Irako comes to the fight with a standard katana sword, his Kogan-ryu skills, and other attributes acquired along the way. And of course, some samurai training.
Both of these characters have quite a track record of beating opponents, even very tough ones, and sustaining very high amounts of injury. The few handicaps that might affect how the fight is going are that Saito's katotsu is not all that unbeatable, because almost every character who has fought Saito in the series has been able to avoid it, at least to a certain extent. Irako's biggest weakness, however, is that he lacks sight. Both of these fighters' techniques are really power-based, and that is, they try to overcome the opponent with the combination of power and speed, the power being more pronounced. Now that the introductions are out of the way, let's see these two fight. Wow, that was quite a battle. So now, I guess you're burning from the desire to see why the things turned out like they did. So I will do just that.
Speed. Saito can use his katotsu very fast and some moves even without his opponent having time to react. However, he's always trying to make distance. Irako just relies on his Kogan-ryu skills to exponentially fasten his strikes, start speed, and doesn't have a whole lot of actual moving speed. He is far more close combat type of fighter. Point goes to Saito. He has better overall speed and no Kogan-ryu drawbacks. Swordmanship. Irako has Kogan-ryu and Saito has his trusty katotsu. Since according to Kenshin, katotsu is Saito's own technique, and so it cannot be better than Kogan-ryu in general. Irako is using customized version of the Kogan-ryu though. He made up some moves that originally went into Ryu, but Irako's techniques are far rarer to be evaded or deflected. Irako gets this one. Strength. Saito is able to punch a relatively large man up into the air, kick a grown adult around, and throw a thrust that can tear off limbs or entire upper torso of a human. Irako's strength is a little more obscure, but he can cut through a human, jump up to a standard-sized room's roof, and punch a guy's neck from place. However, his ability to cut metal is limited, but still better than Saito's. Kogan-ryu has given him some well-usable techniques, so this is a tie. Endurance. Irako has gotten countless injuries, the most horrifying being the crippling of his foot and loss of both eyes. He also usually leaves a trail of his own blood on the battlefield. Never minding all odds, he is still a good fighter. For every injury, he has learned a way around its negative effects. However, Saito can take much more damage in battle and remain fighting, such as getting smacked in the face so hard teeth come out, or getting repeatedly slashed. Stabbed twice in the upper left part of chest, burned and bumped before he fell, and moments later he apparently could run. Smackdown for Saito. in the end, Saito wins because of his unyielding endurance and better mobility. However, should this fight really happen, he'd also be heavily injured by the end.
Do you have any opinions about this fight? If so, leave them in the comment section below. I'll be very happy to check them out. And if you have recommendations for other fights, tell them too. This has been this for another fight, and I will see you later.